Hey there, have you checked the ingredients on your mouthwash bottle recently? If not, you may want to, because there are some chemicals in there that are getting in your mouth, getting in your bloodstream, and getting in your body that you don't want in there. Hey guys, it's Natalie from Living the Oil Life. Welcome back to my channel. It is Let's Talk Thursday, and we're talking about keeping our mouth nice and fresh without all the chemicals. So, of course, a couple of weeks ago, if you missed my video on the toothpaste, you can check out that link up there. But we talked about all of the chemicals in our toothpaste and what to look out for. So I thought it would only be fair to do it for mouthwash. I'm telling you whether or not you have to use it or whatever, but for me, I do need to use it because being on dialysis, our immune systems are kind of compromised, and so we have to be very careful, and they always recommend that we use mouthwash because the germs and the bacteria that are in your mouth can ultimately affect your heart health, and so I need to be very careful. And I am not a huge mouthwash fan because I don't like the taste, I don't like how harsh it can be, but when I discovered our Young Living mouthwash, I have fallen in love with it. And so when I thought about doing the video, I decided I was going to do the same thing I did with the toothpaste. Go take some pictures, come back, look at the chemicals, and tell you all about how bad the chemicals are. And there were a couple of the chemicals that I looked up, and I'm like, I have no idea what they're even talking about. I have to be a chemist to even know what they're really talking about. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I just wanted to show you the pictures that I did take, and you can see for yourself what the chemicals are, and a couple of these are even children's mouthwash. So some of the ingredients that I read were propylene glycol, which we know is not good for you, and Polyxamert 338 and Polyxamert 407. I have no idea what those are, but I think they were thickening agents. I think they were talking about they were industrial type ingredients. I don't know if I want to use industrial type ingredients in my mouth. They also had coloring in them, which we know coloring can help to contribute to ADD and ADHD and also asthma. It had disodium phosphate in it, which is not always bad in itself, but if you're having to try to be careful with phosphorus levels like I do because being on dialysis, then you need to be careful with that. It also has cetylpyridinium chloride, which I have no idea what that is. It has some of them have saccharin in them, some of them had castor oil in them, and then some of them even had flavoring. Flavoring is just like perfume in that the companies do not have to disclose what is in their flavoring agents because it's a trade secret. So that's kind of scary in itself. And the one interesting thing that I really found was in the natural one, the very last one, the natural one, it says on the bottle that it is 99% natural with ingredients from plant sources. 1% is essential to blend the ingredients for product efficacy. So that means 99% is plant-based, it's good for you, and only 1% might be bad for you. It may not be plant-based. It doesn't say what. So that's like, to me, saying I have 8 ounces of water, it's purified water, it's great for you, it has no fluoride, it has no lead, it has no junk in it, it has no pollution, and only 1% of it is water from, let's say, goldfish. It's been sitting in my goldfish bowl for a couple of weeks. Only 1% is that water. Would you want to drink it? Would you want to swish that around in your mouth? I don't think I would. What that was saying to me, and I'm like, I don't know about that. So again, people are going to say, well, we're just swishing it and we're spitting it out. That's fine, but again, you're swishing it for 30 to 60 seconds, and so whatever those chemicals are, whatever the flavoring is, whatever the colors are, that pink, that red, the caramel color, any of that color, that's getting into your tissues, it's getting into your gums, it's getting into your bloodstream, that kind of thing. And ultimately, that little bit twice a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year is going to end up building up and affecting you. And I don't want that in my body. Now, of course, you can make your own. You can do a DIY, and there were lots of great recipes. But if you're like me and you're not the queen of DIY, then you want the alternative of buying it yourself. And when I started using the Thieves, I was a little bit leery, to be honest with you, because I'm like, oh, I don't know, I don't really like mouthwash, and like I said, but when I tried it, I fell in love with it, and I use this every day, actually probably a couple of times a day, just because I love the way it makes my mouth feel. Now the ingredients, of course, it says on the front, no artificial, no alcohol, which is huge. I was reading on some of the bottles, it was 26% alcohol. 26%, that's a lot of alcohol in there. But this has no alcohol, no synthetic dyes, no artificial flavoring or preservatives. And when you read the ingredients on the back, it is tons of oil in here. It is deionized water, peppermint oil, clove, spearmint, lemon, cinnamon, vetiver, rosemary, and even some wood extract, which the tree I cannot pronounce, or whatever the wood is, I can't pronounce that, but I looked it up and it looked good for you. Vitamin E and colloidal silver, which colloidal silver is wonderful for your mouth. It says it contains plant-based ingredients and uses a patent time-release technology for lasting freshness. And I will be very honest with you, I was kind of like, okay, whatever. When I started using it, it really does. This combined with our toothpaste, my breath and the way it feels all day long is awesome. I don't get that filmy taste in my mouth at like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon like I used to since I've been using this. Now, when you get it, of course, it doesn't have all of those emulsifying agents and those agents that keep everything together and mix, so you do need to shake it every time you use it because it has the oils and all of that, but it doesn't have the yucky chemicals to keep it all together, so you make sure you shake it. And when I first started using it, the first day I used it, I swished it around for 30 seconds and I spit it out, and it was like really yucky looking. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. And I did it the next day and it was a little bit less. And so like by the 3rd, 4th day, it was a lot less. And I'm like, what in the world was in my mouth to make that yucky stuff come out? And so I stopped using it for a couple of days and I did it again and the same thing happened. The first time I spit it out, it was like, okay, that's really gross. I don't know what that is. So I do not go a day without using this. I love it. And like I said, you open it up and it does not smell medicinal. It doesn't have that Listerine smell that I do not like. It doesn't smell mentholy. You can smell the peppermint. I love it. And they suggest using a capful, but I only use a half capful. And I find that that is perfect for me. So that is Let's Talk Thursday is our Thieves mouthwash. If you guys love it and have used it, please comment below and let us know. It is also great to help keep retainers and mouth guards and things like that clean and fresh. I was reading with that. Love to hear what you guys think about it and if you have used it or if you're going to try it. So I hope this video helped you guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up by clicking on the little thumb below. You have friends or family that would benefit from watching this video, please make sure you pass it on. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet so you can get more videos like this. You can do that by clicking on the link above. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Keep living the oil life, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.